it's me, Natalia, and I am back. I'm sorry for not uploading another video, but in this couple of months, I think, or 2 months, I was like, in my life was happening a lot of things, difficult, things are according to our ego, and our ego just like feed of our future and of our past. So when you are stuck thinking in the future and in the past, is because you are not living the present. And when you have some depression, it's because there is an excess of past, and if you're anxious, is an excess of future, you know. So the thing is that we're stuck in the time, in an imaginary time that is not even happen, and that happened in the past, but we are not living the present. And that's one of the problems. Not the problem, but the things that we don't understand when we are living difficult situations. That the solution is living the present and understanding that the difficult things that happen in our life are for better. Even if you don't see this in this moment, in the future it's going to be a really good thing to you, because the life is trying to taking out you from the comfort zone. sad to cry all the time. So I was thinking how to transform this in something good. And that is when it comes the second step, and where you start to accept the fact and maybe the problem that you had with someone, with your job, with your relationship, and you say to yourself, I'm not going, this is a difficult situation and I have to take control of that. I'm not going to be like, I'm going to take it and transform it in a positive situation. And it's very important in this process of us like accepting this, to meditate, to pray, or whatever you feel comfortable with, to watch ASMR videos with guided meditation, because this kind of things help you to concentrate and to feel the present and to take away this kind of problems that delicious.